Hey guys, it's Marshall Ting with your Paris Stockyards Market in a minute for today, October 5th of 2023. So we've brought in October just a little bit lighter than what we've seen all through September. So some of it had to do with the weather, some of it had to do with this market, and I think some of it has to do with everybody being out in the fields trying to finish up harvest. But we sold 1,706 head of cattle, which is back just a little bit from what we've seen in September, but nonetheless still a very, very good run. Now, what's this market doing? Well, we've all seen it starting to change just a little bit. Now, what am I going to call it today? Spotty. That's the best way I can explain it today. You had some instances where your cattle were going to be steady, unevenly steady. You had some instances where your total dollars on the cattle might have been just a hair higher today than it was last week, and at the same time, you had some sets of cattle that were going to be $4 to $8 lower. Now, I can't stress enough right now the difference in the premium these weaned and preconditioned cattle are bringing when it comes time to market these livestock. We had a few groups of them, 30 days weaned, 45 plus days weaned, and there was a monumental difference between those type cattle versus the cattle coming right in off the cow. So just kind of keep that in mind as you're programming as this market changes. Now, let's talk about your weigh cows. Your weigh cows, we'll call them $3 to $4 back. Just kind of what's going on this week with those weigh cows. That your bulls are going to be pretty much steady. But let's talk about these little feeders that were. So your full weight feeder cattle, full weight feeder steers, 220 to 256. They topped off at 285. 5 weights, 220 to 244. The steers topped off at 255 on those. Your 6 weight steer cattle, 220 to 234. They topped off at 243. Now your heifers followed right in suit. Your 4 weight heifers, 217 to 235. Your 5 weight heifer cattle, 215 to 232. And then those 6 weight heifer cattle, 213 to 225. And they topped off at 240 on a big load of 6 weights. Now, like I said, your weigh cows are going to be back just a little bit, $3 to $4 back on your weigh cows. Top selling weigh cow today, $112. Top selling bull, $1.29. So that's what's going on in the weigh cow market. Now, we did have a few advertised cow packages today. We had a little bit something different today than we normally do. We had some really, really nice, big, stout, framey black cows come in, and actually the 4 to 6 month bred cows outsold the 7 to 9s. Not by much, but just by a little bit. So your top selling 4 to 6s out of that package is going to be $1,280. Your top selling 7 to 9s are going to be $1,250 on those. So that was what was going on in your cow market today. Now, as far as your loads, not very many loads offered today. We had two really nice strings of heifers on those, but as far as your steers, no loads of steers today. But check out what these heifers did. Here's 78 head of black heifers, 616 pounds on the average, 240 flat, and then jump up to a really big string, 131 head of these black heifers, 802 pounds on the average, 221.50. So that's what's going on in the cattle market. Don't forget, stay posted. We've got a special cow herd dispersal coming up to you here towards the end of the month. Stay posted with that. We'll give you some more details as we find out more about it, but I think it's going to be a pretty good sale. But as always, on behalf of myself and everyone at Paris Stockyards, we just want to say thank you for your business. We truly are farmers doing business with farmers. And if there's anything we can do to help your livestock marketing needs, we sure would love to help you out. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.